Brave Af. I wonder how we're going to get around that one today. He's got a little gap in the wall that he's been using, but now Dirk has caught him from above.
Yeah, the whole point of this play was to basically just give yourself some extra space. Okay, Izzy. That's not a bad shot. Gets the man advantage back into their favor, and we will see the rotation back, the fall away, the fade away from the players of Fnatic. But actually, for now at least, good opportunity here for SuperMassive Blaze.
Standing ahead.
Definitely the chances rolling in for a moment, but well, Fnatic have done well to fight back into that one. The 2 versus 2 that emerges. We've got one player super look at 10 HP, but the shot is connected. Quick as can be. Boaster left alone is dealt with. And it looks like they've got the round in the bag. SMB doing well to close that one out in the end.
Probably have enough to hold out the round.
And you know, you can see someone like Durka, or you'll look back at the last kind of 5-10 matches Fnatic have got when it comes to Icebox. You've definitely got a couple of discrepancies there for Durka. Sometimes this guy finds it hard to get activated on this map, and if he's already able to build up this much confidence in those early rounds, it could definitely start to spiral a little bit when we look at Izzy on the other side as being one of those players who really carry a lot of the weight. What is this now doing?
Oh,
just pulled it into the 1v1.
They wanted to be in just moments ago, but of course, you do have Boaster taking that little bit of extra space. Now, he's got his wall if he wants to try and section them apart, but instead threads the needle, and ytdailyvalorant is not aware. Actually, Boaster gets the second. This is getting dangerous.
Huge play from Boaster with the Bulldog. One player spotted towards the spawn. The problem, they don't know about Izzy. He's tucked down below and hoping these players will give him that angle, swing out into him. That's not going to happen. The spike's going to be planted. Lockdown in to try and push them back, try to counter them out. Good kill by Glove. But Izzy coming around the side. That round is closed out for SMB. Pretty convinced by the door, Tom. So he's letting them know.
Okay.
Jeez, what a shot. That's a gorgeous start. Lockdown, no chance you're going to be able to counter that out at this point. And in fact, Dirk is even trying to take some toes off.
Oh, this has just become ult spam. They even have the spike planted above, so they'd have to walk through and then would also have people watching them from afar. This is going to be a really tough retake for SuperMassive Blaze. Now, there is still only a couple of blades left for Durka, so he could be left with just a pistol in a moment's time, and the remainder of the players, they've got to try and get rid of Mystic. That's the main problem. Boaster actually does get scabbed up and is taking some damage on the other side of things. Zisto and ytdailyvalorant have managed to find a kill. This starts to get a little bit dangerous, and they've eliminated Mystic as well. It's left on to just a couple of players. The time is ticking, and Magnum manages to drop one. They still have vision as well in the form of the pistol. It's not a pretty duel, but they've definitely bought enough time.
The defuse was on the way down below.
It's been tagged up by the drone as well, so space taken. It's going to be a deep wall to give a lot more of the site over, but this can actually work for some of the closer range weaponry. Luckily, Durka coming back from the fray allows him to turn things back into a 4 versus 4, but he has to hold this angle. The wall's not there anymore, so they definitely can look to swing onto his teammates, and well, again, it's coming close. Zisto with 3 kills already. Durka seems to be the one problem for them at this point, and while unfortunately for SuperMassive Blaze Brave, he's only going to have himself, well, what was a pistol and now the picked up rifle.
And look at the angle they're on as well. As soon as the player's spotted, they're easily able to set up a double peek, and well, that's going to be GG on this round. Surely Brave going to try the wall, and he's up on top. A gorgeous start to the play, and the jump around the back of yellow. If the dash wasn't online, things could have been different. Already being spotted, and the others caught behind a wall here. Fnatic are definitely pumping the brakes, just looking for any opportunities to present themselves, and well, they do exactly that. Brave is being dropped, A side is down, and the plant is now secured. That was a big gap in SMB's defense.
Yeah, I'm starting to get worried about the walls that they're actually placing. They're almost using it as a they can't get past this spot. And now we've actually got a delayed lockdown. I like it. Buying extra time. Push actually going to continue to come through. A chance to actually destroy it. And they'll know that there's players here. Boaster, he's only going to be able to get one. And there's still only a single rifle available at the moment. In fact, Brave is currently playing with his ultimate. That's what he's going for. Just sitting back and watching to see if anybody tries to tap that defuse. His teammate just looking to try and defend him. And well, Zisto might actually be able to bypass everything. But at the defuse, it's not going to go through, and I think the time is now too far gone.
Zisto's ended up... Look, Magnum is now Fnatic's. SMB have got a tough decision to make and how to rotate in. It's a spawn play. That's yielded them at least one duel. But a 4v3 still sits. Man advantage towards Fnatic. And now they've got something even more terrifying, which is a very heavy post-plant setup. 2 shock darts still to play with as well as snake bites and a poison orb on the side.
Yeah, it's going to be tough because they know that they're coming in on that flank as well. So they're just going to keep spamming that utility. They're not even going to use it for the after plant because there really isn't much point. They have a player waiting. In fact, they have multiple players waiting for ytdailyvalorant, and the remaining 2 are nowhere near. They're not even going to get to the spike in time. They basically have to run through the entirety of the Fnatic offense if they're going to stand a chance. That's pretty nice from Brave. It gives them an angle, but, well, Izzy's stuck behind a wall.
Yeah, that's always going to be the problem. There's a little bit of a boost to try and get his way in, but so many players dead, and they knew it. They knew that these players had pushed A and mid, that they had the control. So eventually they group up, they fight towards their own spawn and clear it out. But they've got to be quick in making it to this A site. Only 1 player waiting for them, but 15 seconds. They run onto the site. Brave able to take the first, but he'll go down after, not buying that much time. 8 seconds left. Time for the plant now or never. Dirk has gone in.
Oh,
he
no.
stopped it at the final hour and closed it out on kills. Didn't even let the clock be the
this side of the map. He's actually just been dinked up. So got to be a little bit careful. The boost spot from Boaster clearly gets absolutely nothing, and now the B site really is just open for business.
I mean, it's still tough enough, though. When you move towards this site now with the Viper wall up, you have 2 players ready to spam it down. Durka applying pressure behind. They've actually dropped Mystic. That fight straight down through the alley. Why is he still fighting the ghost out? This guy's crazy.
Yeah, Magnum. Again, it's just about damage. How many players can they clear out here? He's got himself and Brave AF just playing from a distance. A couple of low players, maybe the Shock Dart can do something over the top and trying to at least force them into some more awkward angles. But with the remaining couple of players so desperately low,
looked like that could have been a collateral for a second. I thought Zistal was in a lot of trouble, but they'll only get the 1 for it.
Well, they managed to force Mystic back as well. Like, all in all, that's not a bad trade, and actually Mystic goes swinging. An easy kill for ytdailyvalorant. Again, the B side looking a little bit more vulnerable at the moment for Fnatic, and well, they fully rotated. They pulled every single player in to try and delay this as much as possible, and at least managing to get rid of that wall can cause some issues. Magnum with the swing as well. This now becomes competitive.
That's certainly being fought for. That drone activated at just the perfect time to potentially catch the Viper inside of the pit. It doesn't look like it's going to have that result, though. Interesting response. Down goes the lockdown in prime position. Can't spam it right now. Can't really do anything about it. And with a player like ytdailyvalorant already out of the round for SMB, Fnatic know they've got that control. The late flank attempt is going to come through, but they're just sticking this right under their nose.
It almost did.
It almost did, and that's the worst part. That's the worst part. They almost won it. Well, that ult's got to push Magnum out. It's time to run away. He was about to be detained. That's a free plant for SMB, 4v4, but the problem is this downside are both very, very low. Hunter's Fury is going to be attempted, but Fnatic are also waiting on the flank. Mystic wants to catch this player out, so they're not going to have the ability to play a super safe Hunter's Fury. Instead, it's going to be activated from back yellow. That is risky. If he gets pushed down here, if they started to aggress, he would have been in a lot of trouble, but they're trying to defuse this spike. And so instead, Zistel's able to grab a triple on Mystic's flank. Well, it never amounts to anything, question mark? Surely not this time. Mystic gets away with it. The clutch there for Fnatic. An 11th round secured. Fnatic also have the ulti to play with there. The Viper's Pit. If they have to play into a retake, things can be fantastic for them on this B side. Tagged up though, Mystic will go down.
I like it. They almost bypass it, but then they fall into the trouble of players spamming them from spawn. The spike down, but Glove will trade. Bringing things back into a 3v3 scenario. The drone will garner a little bit of extra information, and they have to be careful because Dirk is sneaking through, managing to get back in from behind. He's been dinked up, and actually, every single duel in a matter of seconds.
30 seconds left.
And Now they know there's players inside of kitchen. They're steaming forward. That nano swarm's delayed them completely, and this slow orb stops them going back. There's only 20 seconds left, and the spike is now down. They know these players are in position, are trying to fight for this control, and they're getting nothing done. SMB's lurker of Cider X, he was supposed to late come up through B long to catch these players off guard. I don't know, though. It seems like they're being very, very conscious of this flank play. Glove is just now making a move on his way through. Passed by his orb already, making his way up through middle. This could be dangerous, Tom. They haven't spotted him just yet. And I think he's going to realize that he's in a prime position to just get the jump on them. That lockdown even coming into play. Oh, but he fires off a little too early, and he's going to be caught. Now the lockdown comes into completion. Fnatic have taken this one easily. Oh, that is a big blow to SMB.
Oh, and they've even got the wall down. There's no chance. There's nothing they can do. Cider X is going to get one.
Is on SMB to make a move. That drone actually going to catch Boaster. And he's in a lot of trouble now. Low on ammo, if nothing else, but that grenade's going to buy him plenty of time. And they've now spotted 3 players inside of mid, but that doesn't help Boaster. He's walled off and isolated, taken down. Now the site's pressured. And although this shock dart grabs the first, Durka is still unaccounted for, lying in wait in the back of the site to at least grab the first. Plenty of damage being done as he dances left and right, even catching a headshot onto Zistao. The damage is massive, super massive, and SMB are in trouble, but they've returned a couple of kills. A quick headshot onto Magnum, leaving Mystic to do it all. The body shot's more than enough. He's looking the wrong way, but he turns just in time, but out of ammo. He'll be caught by a 6 HP Zistao. What damage from Boaster? You could see that second kill was coming. There's no way you survive that. A fragment taking 2. And while SMB's chances, they start to dive pretty quickly in this one. Already 2 kills, though. That's good considering the weapons that were in those fights. Now we come back to that rifle that's been sat here, trying to peek out on short and take those fights on mid in the early round. Nothing given to him. Zistao's got to create his own opportunities, walking back into the site, and there's one. Look, even one more kill now. This is winnable at this point, with the spike down and the players completely separated. If nothing else, it's at least a massive amount of damage being done to the economy.
Oh, we've seen it in the previous map. This man in clutch situations, oh, he definitely has his moments. A little wary about some of the other angles to be cleared, but it's mainly just this fight versus Durka. If he can win it, he has a chance to steal the spike away, but may not expect the wraparound from Magnum at least. There should be a trader, but he doesn't allow him the time to actually get up above. There, though. We've seen how much damage they've been able to do with nano swarms, and although there is a lockdown being put into play, and it seems little chance of denying it, at least in time. And actually, Magnum's got to get out of there. I was about to say, I think they were expecting something to come through and destroy it. Instead, though, they've still been able to deny just the space. So even though they had the lockdown, they didn't actually manage to take the site before players have already pushed back in.
It's a piece of KO utility countering an ultimate. That is actually insane. Magnum picking up Glow. They can't even get to this site, just being wall banged down. Oh, that was tough for Brave. Only the one to be found. Cider on low HP, and Izzy, well, he's not doing too well either. Cider being scanned up, tagged up. Yeah, it's going to be left down to just the jet of Izzy. A big clutch needed, a 1v4. Already the first found, but too many players.
In case someone had somehow managed to get through mid. 35 seconds up and coming on the clock. They're actually going to use the Hunter's Fury, and it tags Boaster on the way back. He actually almost runs into that one, and that gives them the opener into the side. But do they expect Brave to be here? Just spams through and gets the second? What?
After that start, the recon followed up by the Hunter's Fury. That's such a great opening for SMB. They're on the back foot yet again somehow. The man named Brave is just taking it. Oh, come on,
Who does
Durka.
This? Who does this?
Durka, stop it, man. He's just, oh, they're so distracted. They're staring at this off. It's just spraying away up in heaven that Magnum's able to grab the flank. Brave Af goes down, though. The Battle of the Braves allows a res to come through, but they're holding the body, waiting for the res to come in. With 20 HP left, Brave's gonna run for the hills. A heal not possible just yet, and they're defusing. He's gotta go forward, gotta take these fights, and Mystic will take him down.
No one needs to cover it from Fnatic. They're just holding short and making sure that they can't swing through this angle. So again, the time starts to tick, and Izzy has to try and make a play, and that's the problem. If he's not finding the opening for them, there seems to be nothing else.
There's no panic as well. Durka takes that shot, doesn't even dash out of there. Brave with a little bit of a curious decision, walking out.
They've got the spike.
Cruising towards spawn, but they got the trade. They got the spike, and now they've got the round. I mean, there's 13 seconds left, and Glove plays about to be caught. We were talking about Mystic versus Glove in terms of how this early game is going for them. Well, there's a direct comparison.
Good to be here. Again, there's going to be the lockdown put into play, although... Okay, there's actually just going to be the counter on the other side. So again, B side's not going to go to their control, but this was all a bait.
Yeah, SMB knew full well that second lockdown will come into play. Now Boaster's got to go huge in the corner. He was going to flash for a moment, but decides against it. They're distracted by Mystic, and no! They have no idea about Boaster! The triple is there for the IGL as Fnatic. Boaster and Durka are both 1 HP.
Yeah, this might be the first time in this game that they actually wish they had a Sage, but they don't. Space taken. Boaster's still at the back of the site. Needed to be cleared. Brave has also rotated in. It's getting a little bit awkward. The problem, though, is that they found all of this space in a round where they only have pistols. However, they are going to start retrieving some... Oh, it's just the edge of it. Just slightly catching it. Brave with another sider gets another kill. So again, a chance for a plant. Chance for some weaponry. It doesn't mean they're going to be able to take the round.
Yeah, look, that shot was well placed, but big performance needed by Zistau to close that one out.
So they might be aware of this. They're going to try and push towards Izzy. He's going to get caught out. No dash available. They're going to look to now wrap back around in towards the A site. It's the classic around the world strategy. However, it may not work out. Cider catching one, Glove in a good position, but again, just Durka too quick. It'll get his third of the round, leaving just 2 players remaining, as they now have to try and retake an A site, which was taken from their own spawn. Now for Brave, on the SMB side, he's got to try and take some space. The turret will spot them out. Magnum still manages to win that duel. Now Cider in a tough clutch situation, one that they almost seem to need. He connects onto the first, has to take down Timmy just for a chance at survival. But everybody now desperately low, including himself. 40 HP to try and make this one work, and an elevated repeat possible. He needs one of these kills quickly. He gets the first, but Magnum is there with the trade. Close for comfort, and a special strat, we'll say, from Fnatic.
Good, though. Ooh. Just as Brave Af turns away with that Guardian in hand, down he comes with Izzy taking the control over mid. Boaster's faking it out, making lots of noise, doing some decent damage, too. But the hit's coming in on B, and now the information's going to be given away. Izzy's going to start the flank. All Brave has to do is stay alive here. But that's not very easy when you're trapped on the site, though.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, Izzy's done a decent job of it. Oh, okay. Nice couple of kills for Brave. Someone who I'm sure...
4 players on A, 1 pushed B.
What?
Where? Why? How? Look, it was up in A heaven. A double kill with the shock darts. Brave Af then wallbangs Glove. This man has absolutely no right to be this good.
I don't even know what he did. I've been waiting to see it on the replay. Yeah, they must have had some sort of setup play on the players that were hiding from the lockdown at the back, but that's absurd that they have that in their back pocket. And, well, now for the remaining 2 players of SuperMassive plays, they've got a lot still to do. They can try and wrap around through heaven. So got the door open, it seems. Zisto going to try and make a little bit of space by dropping down. If he can clear under Balk, they have an opportunity. But that's the thing. They have these ratty setups for a reason. These 2 players still just sat outside, ready and waiting. There's a grab well. He's going to get scanned up, like just pulled into position. This should be a very easy close, but he did.
Just killed him. It's just ridiculous.
Oh, no. This is a bad scenario for Izzy. He's going to get tagged up, and there you go, another one that's added to the collection. A player that he couldn't see, who's just gone down. Now the split looking to come through. They haven't checked for Brave. An opportunity, but he's going to have to go back with the pistol. Still does a hell of a lot. And while it's now left all on to Zisto, and Mystic is waiting. 13-4. Their opponent's map choice dominated by Fnatic, and while they're going to go 3-0 up, and I don't know if that does